Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield, America's most popular two-way cigarette. What a pair. Chesterfield King Size at the new low price. Chesterfield Regular.
Around Dodge City and into territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, a transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Nice little house he's got here, Quade. Fellow with all his money can afford a nice house, Mitch. Here he is, coming out of the barn. Let's go have a little talk with him. He ain't a very big fella. We shouldn't have much trouble. Nah.
Hello there. Get down and rest a while, man.
I'll get down. You stay mounted, Mitch. Right, Quade.
Well, why don't you both get down? I got a pot of coffee on the stove in there, and I might scare up a little bacon if you're real empty.
We've ate. We camped in them cottonwoods out there last night.
Oh, you did? Well, why didn't you ride in? I could have slept you in the barn. We don't get much company out here.
I know. We've been watching the place. You're all alone here, ain't you?
I've always been all alone.
Obie Tater, huh?
Obie Tater, that's right, mister. But, how come you knowed my name?
Well, everybody's heard of you, Obie. Man that spends money the way you do gets kind of famous like.
Oh, I don't spend money no more. That was when I first come here. Oh, I'm broke now.
Well, that ain't the way we heard it, Obie. We heard you drove a mule back from Sacramento plumb loaded with gold double eagles.
Oh, that ain't so. $1,000 is all the gold I scratched out of California. And I spent it building this ranch. Sure don't know why people keep talking about how rich I am.
They'll quit talking soon enough, Obie.
Huh?
You ain't gonna be rich no more.
No, you sure ain't.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna ask you real nice, Obie. Where you got that gold hid?
Now, wait a minute. What are you fellas up to?
You gonna tell us?
You come here to rob me, didn't you? Well, it ain't no use. There's nothing to rob.
I told you wouldn't talk, Quade. We'll have to bounce it out of him.
Go ahead, Mitch. Take down your rope.
No. I ain't even armed. You can't hang me.
We ain't gonna hang you, Obie. We're just gonna give you a little ride, feet first. Go on, Mitch, rope him.
No, don't put that rope away. You ain't gonna drag me.
Yes, we are, Obie.
That's just what we're gonna do. Well, looky there. It's Obie Tater. Oh, Chester. Marshal Dillon.
How are you, Obie? What brings you into Dodge?
Oh, I had to see Doc Adams, Marshal.
Well, you are kind of peaked looking, Obie. You been sick?
Oh, I ain't been sick. Been hurt.
Hurt? Oh, what happened, Obie?
3 weeks ago, Marshal. I like to died.
What'd you do? Did you fall off a horse or something?
No, I didn't. I got drug.
What?
Well, two fellas, they come by my place and they throwed a rope on me and they dragged me across the prairie.
Well, who did? What for?
I never seen them before, Marshal, but one was called Mitch and the other Quaid. That's all I know about them.
Well, I never heard of no Mitch nor Quaid around here.
Well, why did they do it, Obie?
Well, Marshal, you know how everybody thinks I come back from California with a lot of gold double eagles, and they say I'm rich. Oh, it ain't true, of course, but that don't stop 'em. They just go right on saying it.
Yeah, I've heard the talk.
So these two fellas, they wanted to rob me. I told them and I told them that I don't have no gold money, but they wouldn't believe me.
It's a wonder they didn't kill you, Obie.
Oh, they pretty near did, Marshal. I felt awful when they got through.
Do you think they'll come back?
They said they wasn't done with me yet. They said they'd find a way to open me up. It's a terrible thing, Marshal, being treated like that for no reason at all. And especially when you ain't even got no gold money.
Well, that's too bad the rumor got started in the first place, Obie.
I've tried to stop it, but you know how I am. I ain't very smart. I can't hardly sign my name, Marshal. Guess that's why I've always got jobbed by any fast talker that comes along. All my life it's been like that.
Well, we can't stop what people think, Obie, but maybe we can find those two men. Do you think you'd recognize them?
Yes, I sure would, Marshal.
Okay. They just might be hanging around Dodge. Let's go look the town over, Obie.
Almost 100 years ago, Charles Kingsley wrote that tobacco is a lone man's companion, a bachelor's friend, a hungry man's food, a sad man's cordial, a wakeful man's sleep, and a chilly man's fire. These words describe what Chesterfield means to millions of smokers today. All of us smoke for relaxation, for comfort, for satisfaction. And in the whole wide world, no cigarette satisfies like a Chesterfield. Only Chesterfield has the right combination of the world's best tobaccos. Highest in quality, low in nicotine. Best for you. Buy 'em king size at the new low price or regular. Get a carton of Chesterfields today.
Marshal Dillon, we must have been in every saloon and gambling house in Dodge. I'm getting footsore.
Well, there are only a couple more, Obie. We'll try the Texas Trail here next.
Well, what are you going to do if we find them, Marshal? Put them in jail?
Well, if there's enough left of them when I get through. Now, here we are. Okay, take a good look around, Obie.
They ain't at the bar. And they ain't at the tables back there. Couldn't we sit down a minute, Marshal? I'm awful tired. I guess I ain't got my full strength back yet.
Sure, Obie. We can sit down. Oh, let's go over there with Kitty and whoever that other girl is. Huh?
Oh, I'd like that, Marshal. I ain't heard a woman's voice in over half a year.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, Kitty. Oh, Kitty, this is Obie Tater.
Glad to know you, Obie.
Ma'am?
It's Miss Obie. And the same with Ella Mellish here. And this is Marshal Dillon.
How do you do, man?
How do you do?
I'm glad to know you.
Oh, sit down. Sit down.
Thank you.
That's an awful pretty name, Ella Mellish.
Thank you, Obie. Ella's new here. She's only been in Dodge about a week. I like it, though. I might even stay a while.
Oh. Well, that'd be nice. Sure hope you do, Ella.
Well, it depends.
Depends on what?
Oh, people, I suppose. If I meet somebody I like, I'll stay.
You will?
Sure. Why not?
Well, you meet somebody. Pretty girl like you.
You're nice, Obie. By the way, how you feeling now?
Oh, I'm fine. Doc Adams couldn't find nothing real wrong. He just said to take it easy for a while.
What's the trouble, Obie? You been sick?
No, it's not that. Couple of fellas come by my place and treat me kind of rough. I'm okay now.
You look fine, Obie. You can't hurt a young man like you anyway.
Oh, I ain't very young no more. Not pushing 60.
60? Well, I don't believe it. Well, you look more like 35 to me.
I do.
Of course you do.
Ella,
Yes?
I'd be proud to take you over to the bar and buy you a drink. Any kind of a drink you want.
Wait a minute now, Opie. We got a couple of more places to look
No,
into.
that can wait, Marshal. It ain't important. We'll do that tomorrow sometime. Will you, Ella? Come on, will you come?
Oh, I'd love to, Obie. And maybe you'll tell me about yourself. Out in California and all.
Oh, that ain't nothing. I'd rather hear about you and how you come to Dodge.
Well, that sure didn't take long.
Ella Mellish, huh? What do you know about her, Kitty?
I don't know anything, Matt. Not really. I was a good talker, but she didn't say much about herself.
Did she come here alone?
As far as I know, she did.
She have any friends here? I mean, have you seen her with anyone in particular?
No. I don't pay much attention to her. Why, Matt? Something wrong?
No, not yet, Kitty. But, there's sure gonna be.
Oh, good morning, Matt.
Hello, Doc. Come on in.
Oh, well, thank you. You found Obie Tater yet?
Not yet, Doc, but Chester's out looking for him again.
Well, maybe you haven't tried the right places, Matt.
Oh, we've looked everywhere, Doc. He and that Ella Mellish just plain disappeared, both of them.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. They'll be back.
Well, I hope so. Now, this is the second day they've been gone. I tried to talk to Obie that first night, but he was acting like a man in a dream.
Oh, love's dream, Matt. Love's sweet young dream.
Doc, Obie Tater will never see 60 again.
Oh, age has nothing to do with it. I'm surprised that you don't understand these matters.
Oh, why should I? I can always come ask you about him.
Anytime, Matt, anytime. Be glad to advise you. There's many a pitfall I might save you from, too, if you come to me in time. And you may consider me like a father.
Like a father, huh?
Certainly.
Well, that's mighty nice of you, Doc.
Yes, the benefit of my experience is yours, Matt. Just any time.
Good. Tell me, Doc, how does a man get out of New Orleans with two different husbands gunning for him?
Two husbands gunning for him? Why, it's out of New Orleans, two... Oh, my goodness, I must have been drunk. When did I tell you about that?
The same night you told me about how you come to leave Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? I did? Oh, well, that happened a long time ago. I don't appreciate your remembering that either.
Here he is, Mr. Dillon.
What?
I found him.
Come on in, Obie. Obie Tater? Well, it's about time you showed up again.
Well, what's all the fuss about? You think I was a criminal or something?
We've been worried about you, Obie. Where you been?
Honeymooning?
What?
Honeymooning at the Dodge House. I paid the clerk $10 not to tell nobody we was there.
I need to pull up all the...
You mean you married Ella Mellish?
It was love at first sight, Marshal. I proposed to make her my wife, and I am proud to say she accepted me right off.
I never thought you'd go that far.
She's a fine girl, Marshal, a fine girl.
Is she, Obie? Well, I hate to say anything against your wife, but there's something I got to tell you.
You're jealous, Marshal. That's what you are. Yeah, shame on you.
Obie, if I'd known you were going to do this, I'd have made you listen to me the other night.
Say it out, Marshal. I got to get back to my bride. We're leaving for the ranch today.
I'm half tempted to let you find out for yourself.
Find out what? What are you talking about?
Don't you remember the other night when you first met Ella Mellish, how she asked you if you were feeling okay again?
No, ain't that just like Ella? Always considering other people, me in particular, I'm happy to say.
Well, while you're feeling so happy, tell me something. How come she knew you'd been hurt?
Hmm?
You came here straight from Doc's that day, and nobody knew anything about what had happened to you except Doc and Chester and me. Now, who told Ella Mellish?
Well, I don't know what difference does it make.
Oh, Obie, listen to me. There's something wrong with Ella. I don't know for sure she's in with those fellas, Mitch and Quaid, but if she isn't, she's got explaining to do.
Marshal Dillon, Ella Mellish is now Mrs. O.B. Tater. She don't have to explain nothing to nobody.
Oh, I give up.
She's a fine woman, Marshal, and I won't stand for no talk again her.
Love's sweet young dream, huh, Doc?
It's like being loco, Matt. He can't hear you or anybody else, except that girl.
Now, that's no way to talk about me. I thought you were my friend.
We are your friends.
Not
Obie.
anymore, you're not. You or Doc or Chester or nobody. Well, I got me a wife now, and I don't need you. You'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I hope it isn't too late when we do, Obie. And I hope you're still alive to see, too. I didn't know how Ella Mellish planned to do it, but she was a clever girl. And I was sure she had some way in mind to handle Obie Tater. What she didn't know, of course, was that he didn't have any money, and that she was wasting her talents on him. And I was afraid that when she failed, Mitch and Quaid had come back, and, well, this time they'd kill Obie. He was still alive about a week later, however, when Chester and I happened to be in the country not far from his ranch, and rode over to have a look.
They're at home, all right, Mr. Dillon. My gracious, they must be roasting a calf with all that smoke coming out of the chimney.
Wait a minute, Chester.
Huh?
Watch that smoke a minute.
What?
Now, just watch it. Ah, there, you see?
Why, it's puffing. It's starting and stopping every now and again.
Yeah.
Maybe his chimney's got something stuffed up in it.
Maybe.
You know, if you couldn't see the house, you'd think it was Indian signaling. It's stopped now.
Let's leave our horses here, huh, Chester?
Yes, sir.
Chester, when we get inside, don't say anything about how that smoke looked.
You mean you think it was a signal, Mr. Dillon?
We'll see. Hello? Anybody home?
Who is it?
Is that you, Ella?
Marshal Dillon. What are you doing out here?
Oh, we were nearby, so we thought we'd stop and say hello.
Well, that's fine, Marshal. But I can't ask you, and I'm busy cleaning house.
Oh?
You'd better come back some other time. I'd love to see you then.
Oh, sure. Where's Obie?
Obie? Oh, he went off somewhere this morning. I don't expect him back till late. Next time, Marshal, you come see us next time. I'll cook you dinner or something.
That's okay, Ella. We'll see you another time.
Sure. You do that, Marshal. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Come on, Chester.
Well, I declare, Mr. Dillon, I never got treated like that in my whole life. Not by nobody.
She wasn't expecting us, Chester. It had her upset.
I don't care. That's no excuse for not even offering a man a cup of coffee.
She didn't want us in the house. In fact, I don't think she wants us anywhere around here.
Hey, where are we going?
Well, I want to take a look in the barn. And if Obie isn't out here, we're going back to the house.
Well, but Ella said he took off for somewhere this morning.
Ella was kind of nervous, Chester. Maybe she didn't mean it. Here we are. Obie Tater.
Stand right where you are. Don't move, either of you.
Hey, he's got a shotgun.
It's Marshal Dillon, Obie, and Chester.
Oh. Sorry, Marshal. I couldn't see it first. I was in the back there, and I heard the door open, and I seen two men stand here. Can't blame me for being jumpy.
That's all right, Obie. But what are you doing in here? Ella told us you weren't around.
Ella told me. Ella does a lot of talking these days.
Oh, what is it, Obie? Something wrong between you two?
Something wrong. Marshal Dillon, I owe you an apology.
What for?
For not listening to you back in Dodge. You was right about the whole thing. All that woman married me for was my gold money. And I've told her I ain't got none, but she won't listen.
All her talk won't hurt you, Obie. But there's something else that might.
Well, she does more than talk, Marshal. The woman's a devil, that's what she is.
Oh, what do you mean? What's she been doing?
Well, she won't feed me, for one thing. She won't even boil my coffee. It started the first night we got here, Marshal. As soon as I show her my gold money, she says she'll be a good wife. I tried to tell her the place is hers, what she needs money for, even if I had it.
Oh, for land's sake, I never heard of a wife that wouldn't cook for a man.
Oh, that ain't all, Chester. Where do you think I've been sleeping? Out here in the barn, that's where. Can't even sleep in my own house. She says she'll run off into the prairie if I come anywheres near.
Well, of all the... Obie, if a woman done that in Texas, you'd have a right to give her back.
I don't want to give her back. She's so darn pretty. And besides, there's something else. She ain't going to devil me no more.
What?
After tonight, she said. She said after tonight it's all over. She said she won't give me no more trouble.
After tonight, huh?
And that's what she said, Marshal.
Chester,
Yes, sir.
go get our horses and bring them into the barn where they can't be seen. Huh? And when you get back, you and Obie and I are going to go into the house and sit down and wait for the night.
There are more than 60 million cigarette smokers in America who smoke many brands. In choosing your cigarette, be sure to remember this. You'll like Chesterfield best because only Chesterfield has the right combination of the world's best tobaccos. Highest in quality, low in nicotine. Best for you. All of us smoke for relaxation, for comfort, for satisfaction. And in the whole wide world, no cigarette satisfies like a Chesterfield. Yes, you'll get the greatest possible pleasure from a cigarette when you choose Chesterfield, the right combination of the world's best tobaccos. Highest in quality, low in nicotine. Therefore, best for you. Buy 'em king size at the new low price or regular. Get a carton of Chesterfields today.
You might as well sit down, Ella. You just wear yourself out walking around that way.
I got nothing to do with this, I tell you. I never heard of Mitch McQuaid.
And you shouldn't worry about it, Ella. We'll find out if you know him when they get here.
You're awful smart, aren't you, Marshal? I wasn't signaling to nobody, neither. I was just trying to put the fire out.
Sure.
Huh.
There's some horses coming up outside, Mr. Dillon.
Huh?
It's too dark to tell, but I think there's two of them.
All right, Chester. Come on. You and I'll wait in the kitchen.
I sure wish I had my gun, Marshal.
No, Obie. Ella would have seen to it you weren't armed. And we'll have them covered, so don't worry.
You're making a big mistake, Marshal.
Never mind that, Ella. You just remember what I told you. Give us away and your friends will die.
They're not my friends.
Come on, Chester.
They're going to be some surprised, ain't they, Mr. Dillon?
Well, I hope so, Chester. Yeah, we better get back out of the light.
There they come, Mr. Dillon.
Quiet now.
Evening, Obie. Mitch, you remember Obie Taylor?
Sure. He looks better than when I last seen him, though.
Wait, you shouldn't be here. You're making a mistake.
Shut up, Ella.
It's true.
He's going to give us away, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, all right, heads up, Chester. All right, don't move, either one of you.
What is this? Who are you?
Get your hand away from that gun, Quaid.
You're caught now, Quaid. You and Mitch both. He'll fix you. That's Marshal Dillon from Dodge.
Marshal.
Hell, he's double-crossed us, Quaid.
No, I didn't. I tried to tell you.
You signaled we was to come in. You know nobody double-crosses me, Ella. Nobody.
Don't do it, Quaid. All right, Mitch. You're next.
I got my hands up, Marshal. I ain't drawn.
Quaid shot her, Marshal. You done killed her.
Chester. Get Mitch's gun.
Yes, sir.
Come on, give it to me. Get your hand away.
Who'd think any man could be low enough to shoot a woman?
She double-crossed him. That's why he did it.
No, Mitch. Ella had nothing to do with the Marshal being here.
She signaled us to ride in tonight. That meant she'd given up and she was going away with us.
Given up?
If Ella couldn't find his money, nobody could. You're nothing but an old liar, Obie Tater. You ain't got no money at all.
A liar. I told everybody 1,000 times I ain't got no money.
It doesn't matter now, Willie. Chester, take Mitch outside and tie him up.
Yes, sir. Come on, Mitch, outside. Get moving.
All right.
I'm going to use your own rope to tie you up with.
She's dead, Marshal.
I'm sorry, Obie. I just wasn't fast enough.
It wasn't your fault, Marshal. You know something?
What, Obie?
I was awful fond of Ella. Ruinous as she treated me. She was so doggone pretty. And I'd have told her if she just acted like a wife should. That's all she had to do. Them other fellas could have killed me before I'd have told them. But I'd have told Ella.
What are you talking about, Obie? You'd have told Ella what?
About my gold money.
Your money?
It's in the rain barrel outside, Marshal. A whole big sack full of gold double eagles.
What? You mean you had that money all the time?
Sure, it's true. But, you won't tell nobody, will you, Marshal?
No, Obie. I won't tell anybody.
Like 'em filtered? Like 'em king size? Then for you, this is it. King size L and M filters at the same low price as L and M regular. Both have the miracle tip for the effective filtration you need. Yes, it's the filter that counts, and L and M has the best. You get much more flavor, much less nicotine, a light and mild smoke. Buy L and M filters, just what the doctor ordered. It's America's highest quality and best filter tip cigarette. Buy a carton, king size or regular, both at the same low price.
Gunsmoke, produced and directed by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were Joseph Kearns, Virginia Gregg, Vic Perrin, and Barney Phillips. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke. Nine out of 10 forest fires are started by carelessness. Obey the forest rules. Build fires only in approved locations after securing a permit. Be sure all cigarettes and matches are dead out. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. And remember, too, next week at this same time, Chesterfield will bring you another transcribed story of the Western frontier on Gunsmoke. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by L&M Filters with the miracle tip. King size, regular, both at the same low price. Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Miss Kitty?
Hello.
I'm Ben Tennis, Miss Kitty.
Well, sit down, Ben.
Oh, thanks.
I seen you're on.
I don't get to town often. Ma keeps pretty tight rein on us.
Who's us?
Me and Andy. He's my kid brother.
Oh,
We run a ranch down on Crooked Creek. Ma owns it, of course.
just the three of you, huh?
Yeah, Pa's dead. I wanted to tell you who I am so you wouldn't think I meant nothing wrong.
About what?
A fella told me you brought him luck once, gambling.
That's silly.
Maybe, but I wish you'd try it. Please, Miss Kitty.
You want to buy me some chips?
Sure will, if you'll sit by my brother over there.
Oh, it's for him.
Yeah, Andy's kind of hot-headed, ma'am, and he's been losing.
I don't want to get mixed up in any fights.
Oh, there won't be any trouble. But you might change his luck. Please, Miss Kitty.
Sounds to me like you still got this kid brother of yours on a bottle, but you seem like a nice fella, Ben. I'll go.
Gee, thanks, Miss Kitty.
Which table?
I'll show you.
How many cards?
How many chips will you want?
I was kidding. I'll just sit and watch.
Could I buy you a drink?
Later, maybe.
Well, that's Andy with the red hair.
Wait till I finish his hand before I sit down.
Okay.
There's my money. I'm calling you.
That's him. That's Andy.
I hope you got a good hand this time, young fella.
Stop calling me young fella. My name's Andy.
Okay, Andy. Nobody's prodding you.
You, Ben. What do you got?
5 little hearts. All blue.
How could you have 5 hearts?
They were dealt out right out of the deck, Andy.
Sure, and you dealt them, didn't you?
Now, what do you mean by that?
I ain't won a hand yet. You know what I mean.
Easy now, young
That's the
fella.
last time you're going to say that, mister.
I'm not armed.
You better be. Andy, stop it. He thinks he can cheat me because I'm a kid.
Put that gun away.
Not till I use it. Why, you're crazy. All right, now stand back, everybody. Keep away from me.
You killed him, Andy.
You stay back too, Ben.
You've done enough shooting. Put that gun away.
He was cheating me, wasn't he?
No. But even if he was, that's no cause to kill a man. He wasn't even armed, Andy.
What do I care?
All right, hold it. Here's Marshal Dillon, Andy. Don't you try nothing now.
Evening, Ben.
Marshal,
What are you doing with a gun in your hand, Andy?
I killed one man with it, Marshal.
Yeah, I know. All right, drop it. Drop it right on the floor.
No.
You know, one man's enough, Andy. You're scared now, aren't you? Scared half to death.
I ain't scared.
Yes, I'm scared you couldn't shoot if you tried. Now, give me the gun. There. You shouldn't have been carrying it in the first place.
Don't talk to me about...
Okay, it's too late for talk anyway. Chester,
Yes, sir.
lock him up.
Yes, sir. Start walking, Andy. Right in front of me. Come on.
you have to lock him up, Marshal.
He murdered a man, Ben. Kitty, you witnessed this, didn't you?
I never saw anything like it, Matt. The dealer wasn't even armed. He told him so. That kid must be crazy. It was almost like he had to kill somebody. Nothing could have stopped him.
He hates people telling him how young he is.
If you ask me, he hates people.
It's Ma. She's always made a baby out of him. Well, I better go tell her about this.
I don't know her, Ben, but don't get her hopes up. Andy hasn't got much chance.
Ma's a strong-headed woman, Marshal. She can be pretty fierce.
Andy murdered a man. He's going to stand trial for it.
Maybe. But, Marshal, I sure don't envy you none. You don't know it, but you're in for real trouble now.
Never has a cigarette received such an enthusiastic welcome or won such a smashing success in so little time as L&M filters. Why are L&M sales soaring higher every day? Because it's the filter that counts, and no filter compares with L&M's miracle tip for quality or effectiveness. The result? You get much more flavor, much less nicotine. A light and mild smoke. Join the trend to L&M. Like thousands, you'll say,
"This is it, L&M filters, this is it. Light and mild, much more flavor. L&M filters, much less nicotine, light and mild."
L&M, king size or regular, both at the same low price.
Well, how's the prisoner this morning, Chester?
Kindly hard to tell, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, what do you mean?
He won't say nothing. He won't even look at you. I took him some bread and some coffee, and he wouldn't touch it. He's just sitting there on the floor getting cold. The coffee, I mean, not the bread. The bread is different. It was cold
Okay.
to begin
All
with.
right, Chester. All right. Anyway, you won't be here long. I'm trying to fix it so you'll get a trial real soon.
I wish he'd done his darn killing someplace else. I don't like a man that won't even eat his breakfast. Makes me feel... Oh, my goodness, looky here.
Marshal Dillon,
Yes, ma'am?
my name's Tennis.
How do you do? This is Chester Proudfoot.
How do you do, ma'am?
I didn't come here for no socializing.
What's the shotgun for, Miss Tennis?
To put people where cold weather won't bother them. I sleep with his shotgun, Marshal. Carried it ever since I was 18. But I didn't come here to talk about that either.
You came to see your boy Andy, huh?
Ben says Andy killed a man.
He did, Miss Tennis.
You're holding him for murder.
Yes, ma'am.
Going to try him
He'll be tried.
and hung, I suppose.
Now, that depends on the judge, Miss Tennis.
Andy ain't got much of a case, from what Ben tells me.
He's young. The judge might take that into
What's
consideration.
the judge care? Ain't his son.
I'm sorry, Miss Tennis.
There's been one too many hangings in my family already.
What?
The boy's father, Marshal. They took Mr. Tennis and hung him just before Andy was born.
Oh.
I worked the ranch best I could, and I raised them two boys all alone. Nobody helped me at all. I did it.
Tell me, why did they hang your husband?
They said he killed a man.
Miss Tennis, you said Ben told you about what happened last night.
He told me Andy's guilty. But Andy ain't going to hang, Marshal. Why you think I come here? I got my buggy outside, and Andy's leaving with me.
No, Miss Tennis.
Shut up.
Look, why don't you put the shotgun down? Huh?
Either one of you scratch for your guns, and I'll blow you to heaven, Marshal. Hear that, Chester?
Yes, ma'am, I ain't doing a thing.
Good. I ain't afraid of dying. And I ain't afraid of killing, neither. Chester, you go get Andy and bring him in here.
Well, Mr. Dillon?
Do what she says, Chester.
Any tricks, and I'll shoot the marshal, Chester.
I won't try nothing.
This isn't going to do any good, Miss Tennis.
It's going to keep Andy from hanging.
Well, I'm going to find him sooner or later, you know.
That's where I got you beat, Marshal. Andy ain't going to run.
What?
He's going to stay on the ranch, right in the house. Anybody comes after him, they're going to have to fight me.
Fight you? You think that'll make a man out of him?
You think the hangman would?
Here he is.
Hello, Ma.
You young fool. What'd you have to go kill a man for?
Now, Ma.
The buggy's outside. Go get in it.
Sure, Ma.
And Marshal, don't think you're going to shoot him while we're driving out of town.
I don't shoot unarmed men, Miss Tennis.
He ain't a coward. He's got a bad temper, but he ain't a coward.
What would you call hiding behind a woman's skirts?
I'm his ma, ain't I?
What difference does that make?
You'll find out if you don't leave him alone.
Okay, so long, Miss Tennis.
So long, Marshal.
Chester and I stood helplessly at the window and watched Miss Tennis and Andy drive out of town. And as we did, I began to wonder how I'd ever get him back into jail, short of shooting his mother. Her idea of keeping him right by her side and not letting him run was a good one, but I figured even he'd get tired of that sooner or later. So after sitting around Dodge being laughed at for a week, Chester and I rode out to see if Andy was still on the ranch.
There's the house, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody around.
Maybe they're inside.
I wish I was inside something. That woman's got a bead on me right now. I can just feel it.
Chester, look over there. Under that cottonwood by the barn there.
Well, that's her, Mr. Dillon. What in the world's she doing? Digging?
Yeah, it looks like it. No, she's seen us. Now, there's that shotgun again.
Oh, my
Put your hands in the air, Chester. Sure, we're friendly.
Okay. But it just makes me a better target.
What?
What are you doing here, Marshal?
I wanted to talk to you, Miss Tennis.
About Andy?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to him, too.
You're too late, Marshal.
He gone?
He's dead.
What?
This here's his grave. I just buried him.
Well, what happened?
What difference it make? He's dead.
How did he die, Miss Tennis?
Why don't you leave me be, Marshal? You can't hang him now. Go on back to Dodge.
Miss Tennis, I know how you feel, and I hate to ask you this, but I'm going to have to see the body before I can make a report.
Anybody goes digging in that grave, I'll kill him.
What happened, Miss Tennis?
All right, I'll tell you. Ben talked Andy into giving himself up and standing trial. And he's going to do it. But I wouldn't allow that. No son of mine's going to hang.
You're saying that you killed him?
I killed him. I'd rather he died that way than see him hang.
Where's Ben?
Gone. I run him off. Ain't never coming back. Both my sons are gone now, Marshal. For good.
Miss Tennis.
You're going to arrest me, ain't you?
You've confessed to a murder.
They won't hang a woman, will they?
No.
Okay. You can arrest me. But I ain't coming to town till tomorrow.
Well, if you'd like to kind of pack up or
I
whatever...
don't want you waiting around here. I'll come to Dodge by myself. Either you trust me, Marshal, or I won't come at all.
Okay, Miss Tennis. You come in tomorrow. Come on, let's go, Chester.
Mr. Dillon, that woman is crazy. She'll do anything. I don't see how you can trust her.
She'll show up, Jesse.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it. And when she does, she's in for a big surprise.
Oh, you want me to go get my chessboard, Matt?
No, Doc. I don't feel like playing right now, I don't think.
Oh, you don't? Well, I thought it might help kind of kill time.
I'm not worried, Doc. She'll show up, all right.
She will? Why should she, Matt? Why should anybody walk in and give up on a murder charge?
Well, Ma Tennis is a little different from most people, Doc. Like Ben told me, she can be pretty fierce.
Oh, I know she can. You know, I remember one time a horse pitched her into some wire, and it cut her up bad all over. I had to sew that woman up from one end to the other, and she never even blinked. She just lay there, looking kind of mad about it.
She's got her own mind, I'll say that. Even if she is wrong most of the time.
Well, she always has been wrong about Andy. I tried to tell her that once. And you know what she did?
What?
She just looked at me, never said a word, stared me right out of the house. Oh, it made me feel like a fool.
She's made me feel like a fool, too, Doc.
Yeah, but what can you do? You can't fight women, man.
No, but sometimes you can outsmart them, maybe.
I don't know. By golly, here she is.
What are you doing here, Doc?
Oh, nothing, Mrs. Tennant. I was just chatting with the marshal. I was just killing a little time here.
Gossiping, huh? Sitting around telling lies when you ought to be working. The trouble with you city folks.
Oh, now, Dodge isn't exactly what you'd call a city, Mrs. Tennant.
I didn't come here to argue about that. You gonna lock me up, Marshal?
No, Miss Tennis, I'm not.
What?
Well, I got to thinking. I made a mistake yesterday. I can't send you up for trial.
What are you talking about? Why can't you?
Oh, there's no witness. You say you killed Andy, but that's not enough for a court of law. There's got to be somebody else to testify that you did it.
I never heard of no such thing.
No, it's in the book. That's the way the law works. Of course, if you hadn't run Ben off, he'd be a witness. But I can't go chasing him all over the country.
You'll never find him. Said he's going all the way to California.
Then I got no case against you. I'll only get in trouble for wasting the court's time. You might as well go on back home, Miss Tennant.
You trying to fool me, Marshal?
No, the case is closed. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Unless Ben shows up sometime.
Ben's gone, I told you.
Well, as long as he is, you're free.
Why didn't you tell me this yesterday?
I'm sorry, Miss Tennis. I guess I wasn't thinking too good yesterday.
You get out and do a little work instead of sitting around this office jawing with Doc Adams. You might get to thinking better.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe you're right, ma'am.
I'm going now. So long.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Tennant. Matt.
Yeah.
I never heard anything so crazy. What were you telling her?
It doesn't matter, Doc, as long as she believes it.
Well, what are you trying to do, anyway?
I'm trying to catch a murderer, Doc.
You don't think she did it?
No, I don't. But I'll find out who did. Real soon now.
L&M filters are sweeping the country.
L&M, the filter tip cigarette everyone's talking about. Everyone's changing to.
For example, Maurice Evans told us, "My doctor suggested L&M filters. I recommend them to you as the best."
Patricia Morrison wrote, "I'm so glad I changed to L&M filters, because here's a filter cigarette that really tastes the way a cigarette should."
And John Robert Powers says, "I'm convinced L&M's Miracle Tip is the ultimate in filters."
Yes, L&M filters are truly sweeping the country, breaking more sales records every day.
The reason? It's the filter that counts. And no filter compares with L&M's Miracle Tip for quality or effectiveness. You get much more flavor, much less nicotine. Our statement of quality goes unchallenged. L&M is America's highest quality and best filter tip cigarette.
This is it, L&M filters. This is it, something new. Now 2 sizes, L&M filters. You king size and regular too. This is it, L&M filters. L&M filters with the miracle tip.
Join the trend to L&M. King size or regular, both at the same low price.
I didn't follow Miss Tennis home that night. I left her alone, all that night and the next day. But along toward evening, Chester and I rode out of Dodge, and soon after dark, we were close enough to the ranch to turn our horses loose, hide our saddles, and walk the rest of the way. There was a light in the house, but all we could see was Miss Tennis. She was alone. So we crept into the barn and sat on and waited. We waited until almost midnight.
Maybe she wasn't lying, Mr. Dillon. Maybe he did leave the country.
Well, I've been wrong before, Chester.
Oh, no, sir, I didn't mean that. I meant... Well, what I meant was...
If he doesn't ride in here tonight or tomorrow night or sometime, then I was wrong again.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to wait here till we starve if we have to.
Oh, my goodness, don't talk about eating. I ain't even had my supper.
Quiet. Listen.
It's a horse, Mr. Dillon. Must be him.
Yeah. Well, he won't leave his horse outside. He'll bring him in here. Get back in one of those stalls, Chester. And don't do any shooting unless he gets me. All right, hurry now.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got him, Chester. Get his horse inside.
Yes, sir. You hurt him bad, Mr. Dillon?
No, you'll be all right in a minute. I got his guns, though.
Well, Mr. Dillon, that ain't Ben. It's Andy.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was dead.
She wouldn't shoot Andy, Chester, never. That's what was wrong with her story from the beginning.
Well, then, that's Ben's grave out there. Him and Andy must have had a fight.
Yeah, I guess so. But by making me think it was Andy and that she'd killed him, Andy would be free. Nobody's going to go hunting for a dead man.
And she was willing to go to jail for it.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Nobody's going to shoot you, Andy. Now keep your voice down. Now get on your feet. Come on, stand up.
Marshal Dillon. Chester.
We've been waiting for you, Andy.
I didn't kill him. I didn't do it.
I think you did. I think Ben threatened to bring you back to jail himself, and you shot him for it.
No, Ma killed him. She told you she did it. Why'd you turn her loose anyway?
Because I didn't believe her. You should have run when you had the chance, Andy.
I got nothing to run for.
Well, it doesn't matter if you admit killing Ben or not. You're going to be tried for murdering that gambler in Dodge.
Andy!
It's Miss Tennis.
Andy!
Yeah. All right, answer her, Andy. Go on.
Ma?
What are you doing in that salon? I heard you ride up.
I'll tell her to come in.
Come help me, Ma.
Oh, I hope she ain't got that shotgun.
I'll grab it if she has. All right, get Andy back out of the way, Chester.
Over here, Andy.
Hello, Miss Tennis.
Marshal Dillon.
All right, bring him over here, Chester. She's unarmed.
You got Andy.
Yeah, I got him. And I'm going to keep him.
Ma?
What you have to ride in here for?
They're going to take me to jail, Ma.
I'm taking him to jail. Chester's going to stay here and keep an eye on you for a few hours, Miss Tennis. And I'm not taking Andy to Dodge for you to walk in with your shotgun either.
Where are you taking him?
He can be tried anywhere.
He'll be hung, won't he?
I told you before that's not for me to decide.
He'll be hung. Marshal, you taking him now?
Yeah.
Can I talk to him a minute?
Okay. But don't try to make a break for it. It won't do any good.
Come on, Andy.
Sure, Ma.
Well, that's the most no-good kid I ever saw, willing to let his ma go to jail for him.
We got him now, Chester. And you keep her here as long as you can. Sit on her if you have to.
Well, how far are you taking him, Mr. Dillon?
I don't know. Abilene, maybe, or...
What, Mr. Dillon?
Hold still.
I ain't gonna shoot you, Marshal. Here's my gun.
All right, come on, Chester.
Oh, she killed him, Mr. Dillon. She had a shotgun hid out in there.
You beat me, Marshal. You beat me this time.
I sure was wrong about you, Miss Tennis.
I had to kill him. I couldn't see him hang.
The only reason I'm out here now is because I was sure you'd never do this. Yeah, I was real wrong about you, wasn't I? I didn't outsmart you after all.
You gonna put me in jail?
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Tennis, this time I'm gonna put you in jail.
And now our star, William Conrad.
Filter smokers, whether you like a long cigarette or a regular-sized smoke, it's my opinion that your best bet is an L&M filter. Because only L&Ms give you effective filtration, and no other cigarette has it. Enjoy L&M's light and mild smoke. Either way, king size or regular. Both at the same
Gunsmoke, brought to you by L&M Filters. This is it. L&M is best. stands out from all the rest. Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful. And a little lonely.
It's a doggone shame, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, what is, Chester?
Well, before long, it'll be too cold to set out here of an evening.
Winter's too cold, summer's too hot, huh? How do you like spring?
Oh, spring's all right, up here. But I remember back in Waco, we all got the ague every spring. Oh, a terrible fever. Makes a man feel like a harp with 1,000 strings.
Yeah, I know. I've had it.
You know, my ma had an idea we wouldn't get it if we had 3 hard-boiled eggs on Good Friday. But if that didn't work and we got the ague anyway, then she'd tie salt mackerel onto our feet.
Well, that should have toughened up your feet anyway.
And we all survived. That stage is mighty late tonight, Mr. Dillon.
Are you expecting somebody?
Me? Well, now, who'd I be expecting?
Oh, maybe some girl from Waco who's found out where you've been hiding.
Not very likely. Even my ma don't know where I'm at anymore. Hey, here comes the stage driver. It's Jim Buck.
Yeah.
Marshal. Hello, Chester.
Oh, Jim.
What's the matter? Trouble, Jim?
I'd call it trouble, Marshal. Got held up. One passenger shot down in cold blood.
What?
Meanest thing I ever saw.
Well, where did it happen?
Other side of Wagon Bed Springs. Between there and Jesse Daggett's.
Daggett's?
He runs a stage station out toward the Colorado line.
Yeah.
I got a mighty strong feeling Jesse Daggett's in on this, Marshal.
Well, what makes you think so, Jim?
He knew I was carrying gold. Wasn't much, but it was some. After we'd laid over an hour or so at the station, I seen Daggett talking to a man who just rode in. As cussed looking a gunman as you'd want.
Well, then what happened?
The fellow rode off.
He was alone?
Just him. His face covered. And he never said a word. Took the strong box, robbed the passengers, and he got on his horse, turned around, and shot one of them right through the head.
Forevermore.
Then he rode off. I could have cried. I was so mad. Helpless.
That's a strange thing, Jim, is shooting down the passenger.
Why would a man do that, Marshal? I don't understand it.
Well, he just likes to kill, maybe. I'll go back with you tomorrow, Jim. Maybe we can find out. We made the trip down the Santa Fe Trail next day, through Wagon Bed Springs and on to Jesse Daggett's stage station. I sat on the box with Jim Buck, while Chester rode inside with the passengers. And by evening, everybody was glad when we reached Daggett's. It was a typical road ranch with a large eating room and a row of sleeping quarters for the travelers. Jesse Daggett himself was a tall, angular man, gaunt and gray. He was quiet, but one could feel the trouble that lay inside him. The first chance I had to talk to him was in the yard after supper.
Cold weather be coming soon. Have to lay in more whiskey.
I figured you probably made your own whiskey, Daggett.
I do. Got 5 barrel of corn buried under the road out there. Stage and the horses keep 'em shook up proper that way.
Oh. You, had this station long?
3 years come spring, Marshal. Put her up myself. Pawnees try to burn her down now and then, but I'm still here.
You plan to stay here?
Man's plans are his own, Marshal.
I'm sorry. It was just an idle question.
That's all right.
Think I'd like it here myself. No neighbors, but lots of company passing through.
Ain't all good company.
Well, lots of people travel, good and bad.
That's true.
Like the man who held up Jim Buck's stage yesterday. Shot that passenger.
What about him?
Well, you might call him company, like we were talking about. The bad kind.
Any man kills in cold blood that way, I'd call bad.
Might have been a mistake, though. Gun might have gone off by accident.
Might.
You don't think it did, huh?
What I think won't raise the dead, Marshal.
No, but it might keep more people from dying, though.
Figured that's what you're doing here. Looking for that fella.
Jim Buck thinks it might have been that gunman you were talking to here the day of the holdup.
That was Nat Pilcher. And I don't care what Jim Buck thinks.
Well, it won't help your business or the stage companies if more passengers get killed near here, Daggett.
No, it won't, for a fact.
Everybody expects the stage to get held up once in a while, but it's a different matter to shoot people down for nothing. Now, I don't figure this man, unless he's just a born killer.
Well, he could have a lot of reasons. Men are all different.
Sure.
All got different reasons for doing what they do. Living the way they live. I guess it's what happened to them in the past that spells it out.
Well, that's why I'm a lawman and you run a stage station, and whoever he is holds up people and kills them.
Marshal, I'll tell you something, but it ain't what you want to hear. I believe in letting every man kill his own snakes.
Then this business is between whoever that bandit is and me. Is that it?
That's it exactly. Every man for himself, you might say. I don't interfere, and I won't help.
Mm-hmm. I see.
It's got to be like that.
Even though a man was killed for nothing?
Let dog eat dog, I say.
Well, I hope you won't regret it, Daggett.
One more regret won't break me, Marshal.
I'm not so sure, Daggett. I'm not so sure it won't.
This is it. L&M is best. Stands out from all the rest. L&M stands out for flavor. The miracle tip draws easy. You enjoy all the taste. L&M stands out for effective filtration. No filter compares with L&M's miracle tip. L&M's got everything. It's America's best filter tip cigarette.
This is it, L&M filters, this is it.
Light and mild.
It's the best, L&M filters, highest quality filter tip.
This is it,
L&M filters, L&M filters with the miracle tip.
King size or regular, L&M is best. Stands out from all the rest.
Trying to get anything out of Jesse Daggett was hopeless. But I still couldn't agree with Jim Buck that Daggett was partners with a road agent. Daggett somehow wasn't that kind of a man. Anyway, there was nothing to do but wait and let things happen. 2 days passed while Chester and I sat in the eating room and played two-handed stud and got bored and restless. Late afternoon of the second day, however, Jim Buck drove back with his stage. The travelers came in first, went to their rooms, and then Jim came over to say hello.
wish I had a job like yours. Nothing to do but sit around and play cards and drink whiskey.
Well, we do a lot of thinking, Jim. That's what makes up for it.
You do, huh?
Oh.
Have you done any about finding Jesse Daggett's friend?
Nat Pilcher? Well, if we did find him, Jim, we couldn't prove anything.
No. Neither could I guess. You might just shoot him for luck.
Yeah, you're too suspicious, Jim. He was probably just some cowboy riding through.
Maybe. Anyway, I got no gold this trip.
And there's nothing to worry about, is it?
There's another pilgrim for supper.
That's the first visitor we've had since you left, Jim.
Man has to be mighty hungry to ride in here for Jesse Daggett's food. Where is Daggett, anyway?
Well, he went outside just after you pulled in. Didn't you see him?
I was busy with the horses, and I still got work to do. I'll see you at supper.
Oh, my. That's a hard life driving a stage, Mr. Dillon. I don't think I'd want to do that.
You might give it a try first, Chester. Now, wait a minute.
I heard there was a marshal here.
Yeah, that's right. What can I do for you?
Me? You can't do nothing for me, Marshal.
And what do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to see what a marshal looks like. Live one.
You satisfied?
Sure.
All right, then get out of here.
You're touchy, Marshal, real touchy. I don't aim to start no trouble. Only come in to say hello, friendly like.
What's your name?
Pilcher. Nat Pilcher.
Yeah, I thought so.
Sure. I'm a friend of Jesse Daggett's, an old friend.
Where do you live, Pilcher? You got a job around here?
I'm a cowboy, Marshal. Know anybody needs a good hand?
What do you do besides ride?
Funny you ask that.
Is it?
You being a lawman, it is. Ever hear of Charlie Hall, sheriff over in New Mexico?
I have.
They say Clay Allison shot him. That's what they say, Marshal. But I know for a fact it wasn't Clay. Nice meeting you, Marshal. See you later.
Jesse Daggett's stage station lay on the prairie, miles from anywhere. It would be an easy thing for a man like Nat Pilcher to ride in long enough to check on a stagecoach and the value of its cargo, and then ride up the road a few miles and wait for it. But I still didn't believe Daggett was in on the deal, even though he and Pilcher had obviously known each other somewhere before. The next morning at dawn, Jim Buck loaded his passengers aboard and pulled out. Daggett and I stood there and watched the little cloud of dust as it moved up the Santa Fe Trail toward Wagon Bed Springs.
You make Dodge tonight. He'll be back here tomorrow.
Yeah, if he doesn't get shot up.
I ain't carrying no gold this trip.
I, met your friend Nat Pilcher last night, Daggett.
Pilcher rode out before supper.
Yeah, I know. Seems like he only came in to tell me what a hard case he is. To warn me about it.
Didn't have much effect. You're still here.
You don't think I scare that easy?
You're all right, Marshal. You should have gone back to Dodge.
Why, Daggett? Why should I?
Things will work out here without you.
Now, go ahead.
Let's go.
You know, Daggett, I don't know what's going on down here. And if I'm meddling in your affairs, I'm sorry, but a stage has been robbed and a man's been killed, and that makes it my affair, too.
I want to thank you for not thinking I got anything to do with all that, Marshal.
Well, I wasn't sure at first, but I am now. Even so, I'm not going back to Dodge without a man.
No, I suppose you won't.
Now, let's go inside.
Sure.
You know, you ought to plant some trees out here, Daggett. Sure improve the place.
Not enough water.
Now, dig for it, then. You'll never get a woman to come out here and marry you unless you've at least got some trees.
How's that?
No offense. I was just remarking that women like things growing around a place. Let's say that I meant it generally.
I thought to have a woman here once, when I first planned about running the stage station. That was over in New Mexico. Seems like a long time ago.
Things don't always work out.
I was mighty fond of her, but I lost her. I've been a little lonely ever since.
Well, you came close. That's better than some men do.
Oh, I don't know about that. Funny how a man goes right on living, even when his luck is about to run out.
Yeah.
Well, come on inside. Heat up some coffee.
Good. Got him, Chester.
Mr. Dillon,
Huh?
you mind if we don't play no more? I swear I'm beginning to see things.
It's okay with me. The stage ought to be here pretty soon anyway.
Just think. Jim Buck's taking the stage all the way to Dodge and back, and we just been sitting here in another 2 days.
Well, waiting's always the hardest part, Chester. I just hope it pays off.
Hey, there's the stage now. At least there'll be some people around here.
Yeah, let's go out and meet it, huh?
Howdy, Jim. Come out here, Marshal.
What's the matter? More trouble, Jim?
He stopped me again, Marshal. My heaven, I'm going after him now if you don't. Take a look in the coach there.
Huh?
Why, it's a woman. She dead, Jim?
Of course she's dead. Got a bullet in her.
Where are your other passengers, Jim?
There ain't any. She was the only one this trip. Look at him, Marshal. He killed her.
There's some blood soaking through your jacket, Jim. You hit bad?
In the shoulder. I wasn't going to stop at all. It knocked me off the box. And he just rode up and put a bullet in her and rode off. Never said a word.
You think it was Pilcher?
Who else would it be? You've seen him. You know what he's like. Must be him. Let's ask Jesse Daggett here who it was. Take a look in the coach, Daggett. Take a good look. Well, Daggett, what do you think of killing women? Look at him, Marshal. I told you. You ever see a guiltier-looking man?
No, you're wrong, Jim. It doesn't even make sense.
He didn't do it, no. But he's in on it somehow.
Chester.
Yes, sir?
I'll help you take the woman inside. Then we'll see what we can do about your shoulder, Jim.
Filter tip smokers, this is it. L&M is best. Stands out from all the rest. Yes, L&M is best. Stands out from all the rest. L&M stands out for flavor.
The miracle tip draws easy. Lets you enjoy all the taste.
L&M stands out for effective filtration.
No filter compares with L&M's Miracle Tip for quality or effectiveness.
L&M stands out for highest quality tobaccos, low nicotine tobaccos, L&M tobaccos, light and mild. L&M's got everything. King size or regular, it's America's best filter tip cigarette. Yes, L&M stands out from all the rest.
It didn't make sense, none at all. But I figured it would soon. And after I did what I could for Jim Buck's shoulder, Chester and I buried the woman
put a cross over her grave. We'd find out later who she was. The rest of the night, we took turns watching for a move from Jesse Daggett. As sure enough, about an hour before dawn, he saddled up and rode out into the prairie. We let him get a little start and then took a couple of his horses and followed him.
You think he's going to meet Pilcher?
If he can find him.
He must have come 10 miles already.
Yeah, about that. We shouldn't have let him get so far ahead of us, though.
We're right on his trail.
Yeah, I know. What's that up there?
Huh?
Look.
It's a man.
Yeah, come on.
Why, it's Daggett, Mr. Dillon. He's been shot.
Yeah.
You followed me, Marshal?
How bad are you hurt, Daggett?
Pretty bad.
Pilcher?
I'd have killed him, Marshal, but my gun didn't go off. And he got me easy then. No luck left at all. Right?
Any idea where Pilcher is now, Daggett?
He said he was going back to the station to get you. Took my horse with him.
I'd have come with you this morning, Daggett.
Wasn't your business. Between me and Pilcher. He come here looking for a fight. I didn't want to kill nobody no more. Not even him. So he drove me to it. Finally, that woman. He knew I couldn't stand that.
You mean he shot her and that other passenger just to prod you into a fight?
Marshal, I'll tell you now. I had a woman out in New Mexico. I caught her running off with Nat Pilcher. I didn't shoot him, though. I shot her instead. Figured that made more sense.
You killed her?
I don't think he'd have minded so much if I'd have killed him. I figured he wasn't doing nothing I didn't want to do myself. I didn't blame him. None. I blamed her. Pilcher been after me ever since.
I could have stopped all this if you'd have told me sooner, Daggett.
Every man's got to kill his own snakes, Marshal. I tried. You can have them now. I ain't gonna live long.
I'm sorry, Daggett. Chester will stay with you. I'm going back to the station.
You both go. I can die alone. I ain't afraid.
No. Goodbye, Daggett.
Bye, Marshal.
Chester.
Yes, sir.
Do what you can for him.
Poor fellow.
I'll send somebody out to help you bring him in later.
Yes, sir.
It's about time you got back, Marshal.
Where's Pilcher, Jim?
Out back, looking for whiskey. Where's everybody else?
It's been a busy morning. How's your shoulder?
It hurts. I gotta get up to Dodge somehow.
Good morning, Marshal.
Hello, Pilcher.
You've been riding.
So have you.
Man like me rides a lot, Marshal.
You should have kept going, Pilcher.
I wanted to see you again before I left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Jesse Daggett told me.
I'm going to kill you, and then Jim here.
Now, wait a minute.
Shut up, Jim. Pilcher, you can drop your gun belt and take your chances in court if you like.
My chances are better right here, Marshal.
Now, that's your choice.
It's always been my choice.
Except for the night Jesse Daggett shot his wife. Did he tell you about that?
It doesn't matter now.
To me, it does.
You killed him, Marshal.
Yeah.
You hit?
No.
What's this all about, anyway?
A woman. Jim, I'm going to hitch up the stage and drive you into Dodge.
I'd be grateful for that, Marshal.
We'll have to go out of our way some.
Why?
Jesse Daggett's luck ran all the way out this morning. That's why.
And now our star, William Conrad.
Today, there's one filter cigarette that stands out from all the rest. L&M stands out for flavor, for effective filtration, for highest quality tobacco. L&M's got everything. That's what makes it America's best filter tip cigarette. Try L&M's, king size or regular. I know you'll go for them.
Gunsmoke, transcribed under the direction of Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Our story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Ray Kemper. Featured in the cast were Vic Perrin, Lawrence Dobkin, and Clayton Post. Harley Bear as Chester. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the
Gunsmoke, brought to you by L&M Filters. This is it. L&M is best. Stands out from all the rest. Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers. And that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Justice?
No, sir, but I've been waiting here with Doc. I thought you might want me for something.
No, but there's somebody up the street that wants you.
Wants me?
Yeah, Peter said he came in a barber shop and asked where the marshal's office was. He mentioned your name.
Oh. Then you didn't see him, huh?
I didn't talk to him, but I saw him getting back on his horse. He headed for the OK stable.
Oh, I wonder who he is.
Some stranger. I never saw him before.
What do you look like?
Well, he's built kind of like a stork. All legs. Got reddish hair with a white streak running right down the middle.
Oh, built like a stork and looks like a skunk. Looks like a skunk. Well, you sure have some handsome friends, Chester.
Mr. Dillon?
Yeah.
You sure about that white streak in his hair?
Well, he took his hat off to swat a horsefly. I couldn't miss it.
Oh, my goodness.
What's wrong?
It's him. He couldn't be nobody else.
Hey, you look scared, Chester. Is this man after you?
Don't tell him where I'm at, Mr. Dillon. Tell him I went to Wyoming or somewhere. Doc, I'll get my stuff together, and then I'll hide in your office till it gets dark.
Now, wait a minute, Chester. If you're in trouble, I'll help you.
You can't help me. I'll go hole up out on the prairie somewhere till he leaves. I gotta get out of here.
Huh. Well, what do you make of that? Well, you know, he must be in trouble, man. I never saw Chester act that way before.
No. Look, Doc, let's go down and wait for him in your office, huh? Maybe we can get some sense out of him there.
When it gets good and dark, I'll take a rope and lower my stuff out your back window, Doc.
Fine, Chester. I'm always happy to help out anybody who's on the run.
I ain't running, Doc. I'm just hiding out for a spell.
Look, Chester, what if this man decides to outwait you? You're going to spend the rest of your life wandering around the prairie?
He won't wait long, Mr. Dillon. He hates town.
Well, then maybe he'll come looking for you out there.
Well, that's better than finding me here.
Why?
Magnus just don't belong in a town amongst civilized people. He's too countryside.
Chester, who is Magnus?
Magnus Proudfoot, Mr. Dillon.
Magnus Proudfoot?
My baby brother, doggone him.
Well, what in the world are you running away from your brother for, Chester?
I don't know what he's doing here, that's why. You can't tell what Magnus will do next, Doc. You can't count on him.
What do you mean, Chester?
Mr. Dillon, when Magnus was 10 years old, he took off from home and went and lived off the land all by himself for 2 years. With a rifle and a knife and a horse. And you know something else? I swear he ain't slept in a bed since then.
Well, I don't see anything so wrong with that.
Well, how would you like to have a little brother that wouldn't never come in the house except to feed now and then? And sometimes he wouldn't even show up to do that for months at a time. He claims being around people too much dulls a man's senses. Magnus is crazy, Mr. Dillon. He embarrasses me.
How long has it been since you've seen Magnus, Chester?
Well, I left Waco in '62 to join the war. I ain't never been back. The last I heard a couple of years ago, you did Magnus. How'd he find out where I'm at?
Well, he's not going to shoot you, Chester. He came to visit his big brother. What's wrong with that?
No. Magnus has got something on his mind. He didn't come here just to say hello, not Magnus. He's got some scheme going. Probably wants me to go live with the Indians or some fool thing like that. I remember one time he tried to get me to go up into the Rocky Mountains with him during the winter. He said if we got cold, we could sleep in caves with bears.
Well, now, that sounds like fun. Now, why didn't you go?
All right, you can laugh all you want to, Doc. It ain't your brother.
No. I'm sorry, Chester, no. But running away won't do any good.
Yeah, Doc's right, Chester. Magnus doesn't sound like the kind of a man who'll give up finding you just because you aren't anywhere around. Now, you might as well stay and see what he wants, huh? You think it over for a while. You'll see that we're right. Anywhere else, Chester, he must still be in the stable here with his horse.
He always did like horses better than people.
The door's open. Let's take a look.
Well, I don't see nobody, Mr. Dillon. Let's go, huh?
Now, wait a minute, Chester. Holler for him.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. He might be in the back there where it's dark.
Well,
go ahead.
Agnes. He ain't here, Mr.
Now,
Dillon.
wait a minute. Now, look. There he comes.
Yeah. Chester, you have got floppy fat. Oh, Magnus, soft living done it. Magnus, what are you doing in Dodge City? I have come looking for you. Why? Why ain't you in Texas where you belong? How come you don't talk like a Texan no more, Chester? I've been away too long, but that don't answer my question. What are you doing here? I have come to help you. To help me? Well, I always could take care of myself better than you, Chester. And when I ran into Ma last summer and she told me about you, I got worried. I figured as how you might need me. Need you for what? Help you run things here, help you be marshal.
What?
Help me be... I ain't no marshal. I forgot. Magnus, this is Marshal Dillon.
How do you do, Magnus?
But I thought you was the marshal, Chester. Of course, I'm not. What gave you that idea? Ma? She said you wrote her. I ain't wrote Ma for over a year, and when I did, I told her I worked for a marshal. I didn't say I was one. Honest and truth, Mr. Dillon, I never said no such thing. No letter. Well, Ma's getting kind of old. She mixes things up some these days. She sure does. Anyways, I'm proud to know you, Marshal Dillon. Tell me, is Chester a good help to you?
Yes, he is. He's a fine help, Magnus.
Good. Well, I come all this way. I reckon I'll stay. I go to work for you, too. Magnus, you can't just walk up to somebody and say, I'm going to work for you. Why not? It ain't polite. Nobody asked you. Nobody told me not to. That's why you ain't no more civilized than you were 10 years ago. Oh, I learned a lot in the Army, Chester. I saw a lot of places, a lot of people. How long since you slept in bed? Well, not since I first went off from home, I reckon. How long since you lived in a town? You know I don't like towns. I generally ride around them. How long since you talked to a woman? Besides Ma, Now, Chester, you know how long since you had a drink? I don't never drink. You gamble? Feller in the Army taught me, but I never used to. You see, Mr. Dillon, he ain't civilized.
Now, wait a minute, Chester. You're not being quite fair. A man doesn't have to do all those things to be civilized.
I'm just trying to show him how crazy it is for him to say he wants to stay here and all, Mr. Dillon. You know, I might like it, Chester. I never give it a first chance. Living like you might be exciting. Yeah, maybe I've been missing something. You would hate it, Magnus. I'm telling you for your own good. I know you better than you do. You're half wild, that's what you are. You couldn't stand living the way I do. I never tried it, Chester. Well, go try it somewhere else. You just get me in trouble here. You always did. I promise I will not get you in no trouble. Besides, Marshal Dillon don't need no help. You can't stay here without a job. I got some money. Let's go some trapping last winter. You still eat with your fingers, Magnus?
Now, wait a minute, you two. Look, I got an idea. Now, maybe Chester's right, Magnus. Maybe you wouldn't like living in the town.
Of course he wouldn't. He'd be miserable.
But it's like Magnus says, Chester. He never gave it a chance. Now, why don't you let him find out for himself?
If he gets in trouble, I'll be in trouble. Magnus don't know how to live around people, Mr. Dillon.
Well, I live with people in the army.
That's different.
Well, I'm staying anyway, Chester. There's no use to argue. Give him a chance, Chester. Show him Dodge. Show him what it's like. And let him make up his own mind about it.
All right, he won't leave anyway. But you're going to do what I tell you, Magnus. You're going to live exactly the way I do.
That's the deal. I'll do it, Chester.
All right. And we'll start by getting your room at the Dodge house.
Oh, no. I'll sleep lots better in the stable here with my horse, Chester.
Hey, you see what I mean, Mr. Dillon? Magnus Proudfoot, you follow me. You're going to sleep in a bed tonight if it kills you.
Hello, Chester. Magnus. Marshal? Where did you get to last night, Magnus? I didn't see you around anywhere.
It gets dark. I generally go to sleep, Marshal.
Yeah, sure. Well, how did you like the Dodge house?
Tell the truth now, Magnus.
It's too hot. Not enough fire.
That ain't all.
The bed was too soft. But I slept good.
I bet you was in that bed more than 5 minutes, Magnus. You slept on the floor. I know you did. You cheated.
I'll try it again tonight, Chester.
You're going to try more than that tonight. You need me for anything today, Mr. Dillon?
Nothing that I know of, Chester.
Then I think I'll spend the afternoon at the Long Branch playing cards. Gambling, Magnus.
Oh, now, Chester, you don't want to do that. That's evil and wicked. Besides, it's wrong.
Are you going to live like me, or are you ready to give up?
I got to gamble, too, or can I just sit and watch?
Magnus, I'm going to get you wet all over. You're going to gamble.
Well, I'll go see to my horse now.
Okay, but you wait at the stable for me. I'll pick you up there.
I'll wait. Chester, you're being kind of rough on him, aren't you? Don't you think you should take it a little slower?
If I give him enough time, he might fool himself into thinking he likes town life, Mr. Dillon.
And you don't think Magnus ever really would, huh?
A man like him never changes. Magnus can live off the country like an animal, but he just don't know how to take care of himself around people.
Well, I guess you know what you're doing, Chester, but I was just thinking, if it doesn't work and he wants to stay, I think with his experience and everything, that he might be a great help to me.
What? Oh, now, Mr. Dillon, don't tell him that. Please don't. Anyhow, not till I've had a chance to show him what life's like around here. But, please.
Well, okay, Chester, I won't. You work on him first and see what happens. I'll wait. I think I'll have a beer, Sam.
Oh, Mr. Dillon.
Chester, I thought you were gambling. What are you doing at the bar? Where's Magnus?
We've been gambling all afternoon. Playing blackjack against that new dealer they got here.
Oh, how'd you make out?
Well, you know how it is with me, Mr. Dillon. I never do win a whole lot.
That means you lost.
But I'll get it back next payday, maybe.
Next payday?
No, he really did take you, didn't he?
Yes, sir. He did.
Oh, what about Magnus?
Here he comes. Ask him.
Hello, Marshal. Well, that's quite a handful of bills you got there, Magnus.
Well, it's all he had, but I am just as glad. I was getting mighty weary sitting in one place all afternoon.
You mean you broke the dealer?
Well, he claims I did. Anyway, he quit fire.
Well, for a man that doesn't gamble, you seem to be a pretty fair blackjack player, Magnus.
All I know is what that feller taught me in the Army.
Well, he must have been a good teacher.
He was a gambler, Marshal. A crooked gambler, to boot. What? That's why he taught me, Chester, to show me what happens when you gamble.
Wait a minute, Magnus. You mean the dealer you were playing against today was crooked?
Well, ain't most of them, Marshal. That's what this feller told me. Magnus, I just figured something. You couldn't be one unless you were playing crooked, too. Of course I was playing crooked. That's the only way I know how. Well, Magnus, suppose he'd have found out there'd have been a cheating. He's not very good. Not near so good as this feller taught me in the Army. Oh, my gracious.
Well, what are you going to show him now, Chester?
I don't know.
Hello, Kitty. Oh, you just come in?
Yeah, I heard Chester's kid brother was here on the meeting.
Sure, Miss Kitty, that's fine. I mean, you want a meeting?
Oh, I sure do.
Magnus, this is Miss Kitty, a real live woman, Magnus.
How do you do, Magnus?
Well?
That's for married women, Magnus. I'm still a miss.
Oh, I don't get around women much.
Well, it's not too late to start, but you have something against us.
I'm generally off in the country somewhere alone.
So you don't see many women, is that it?
I don't see none at all.
What do you do, Magnus? Hunt and trap?
Mostly. Sometimes I just travel around looking.
Where, Texas?
I've been all over, Miss Kitty. I've been most everywhere.
I'll bet you've never been to Canada.
Like winter, I was trapping up there. You never told me you was in Canada, Magnus. You never asked me. You like Canada, Miss Kitty?
I never got that far north, Magnus. Is it pretty?
It's awful big. It's pretty, too. It's cold. Sometimes the trees crack. Yeah, sounds like rifle shots. You ought to hear that. It's kind of exciting.
I'll bet it is. Spooky, too, huh?
The first time it is, you get used to it.
But that awful cold, Magnus. I don't think I'd ever get used to that.
Well, it's no worse than a blizzard on the prairie. And besides, you get more shelter in them big trees up there. In the snow, it's real deep. That's the best shelter. It's awful warm when you get way down deep in the snow there. Like one time when I was coming back from my trap line.
All right,
and we
that's enough. It's supper time. We got to go eat.
Well, that's mean. Let him finish the story, Chester.
I'm sorry, Miss Kitty, but we got to eat sometime. Oh, Miss Kitty, ma'am, have you ate yet?
No, I haven't.
I'd be right proud to buy you a date.
Supper?
Chester and Marshal Dillon will be there.
Well, I'd love to come, Magnus. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, my nerves won't stop.
No, wait a minute, Kitty. Let me buy a drink all the way around before we go, huh?
Well, I never drank.
Well, I kind of think maybe Chester will need one before the night's out. What time is it? Well, it's a good hour past midnight. I was about to turn in myself. Town's pretty quiet tonight. Oh, I'm hungry, man. You know something? You should have had supper with us tonight. I wish I had. No, not just to eat. To hear Magnus. He asked Kitty along, and he never stopped talking to her once. I thought he was woman shot. Yeah, well, so did Chester. I'm sorry I missed it. Where is he now? I don't know. Chester took him off somewhere. Oh, Chester's going to get him in trouble. Yeah. Wait a minute. What's this coming here? What is it? Oh, it's a man carrying somebody. It's Magnus, man. Yeah. Why, that's Chester he's got.
Oh, what happened, Magnus? Is Chester hurt?
He ain't hurt, Marshal. He didn't knock. Well, what's the matter with him, Magnus? Oh, he got sleepy.
What?
Well, Marshal, at the supper, Chester said we was going to have to do some drinking. He said we was going to have 3-4 drinks in every saloon in town. I didn't want to do it, but, well, you know how he's been talking.
Yeah, I know. How far did you get, Magnus?
Well, I made all of them. But like I say, Chester, he got sleepy the last few, and I carried him along so he wouldn't be disappointed about it tomorrow.
You carried him along like that?
It's the only way I could, Marshal.
Follow me, Magnus, and you'll put him to bed.
Well, his room ain't down that way, Marshal. That's the jail.
Well, we'll lock him in the cell and put him on the floor, Magnus. He might roll out of bed and get hurt otherwise. Besides, I always lock up men that get that, sleepy. Good morning, Magnus.
Where's Chester, Marshal?
Oh, he's out back washing up. I turned him loose a while ago.
Well, how's he feeling?
Well, he says he feels fine. Says he can't imagine why he fainted that way. Never done it before, he said.
It's soft living, like I told him. Oh. Hello, Magnus. I come by to see if you'd like to get some coffee, Chester. Oh, I could use some. You look pretty good this morning, Magnus. I cheated again, Chester. I slept on the floor last night. Oh, that's why, huh? It's no use, Chester. I've been thinking, I just ain't fitting for town life. I'm going to leave. What? I'm going to leave. I'm better off out there in the open. Well, now, wait, Magnus, you can't leave. Well, you told me so yourself. Well, I didn't know then. I didn't know about you. Magnus, you're better off in a town than I am. Thanks, Chester, but I know where I belong. Oh, now, you can't leave now, can you, Mr. Dillon?
Well, it's up to him, Chester, but if he wants to stay, why, I'll give him a job of some kind. We could use him.
There, you see, Magnus? No, I tried it. You have to try everything once, but it just ain't for me. Well, why not? You get along fine here. What's wrong with it? Well, it's all right for you, Chester, but for me, it just ain't exciting enough. Not exciting enough? Well, what's exciting about living on the ground like an animal? You'd have to try that to find out, Chester. You want to come with me now? No, of course I don't. I couldn't stand it. I guess we're just different, Magnus.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being different, Chester. Guess you've both learned that by now.
Yes, sir. I sure have. But, Magnus, you don't have to leave today. You can stay till after New Year's. You got to. Why? Well, because I want you to. You're my little brother, ain't you? Well, Magnus, I'm kind of proud of you. Okay, Chester, but I'm getting out of that blasted hotel. I'm going to move back in with my horse. All right, that's fine, Magnus. Of course you are. And, look, I'll come help you get your stuff. We'll tote it over together.
Gunsmoke, transcribed under the direction of Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound pattern by Tom Hanley and Ray Kemper. Bob Easton played Magnus. Marley Bear as Chester, Howard McNear as Doc, and Georgia Ellis as Kitty. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield, America's most popular two-way cigarette. What a pair. Chesterfield king size at the new low price. Chesterfield regular.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job that makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Mr. Dillon, I wonder what Dodge would be like if there wasn't always a crowd moving up and down Front Street.
Uh-huh.
Just look at them. Everybody going somewhere.
Well, there are a lot of them that aren't going anywhere at all, Chester. Just drifting.
Yes, sir, I guess you're right at that, Mr. Dillon. I know when I first come to Dodge, I sure didn't have nothing in mind. Leastwise, working for a U.S. Marshal like you.
Oh, you must have had some reason to come here, Chester.
Well, backwards-like reason, maybe.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it's like it wasn't to come here as much as it was to leave there.
What?
I say it's like it wasn't to come here as much as it was to leave there.
Oh, you mean Texas?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Why?
Mr. Dillon, Texas is mostly populated by my family. I got relatives, thick and thin relatives, all over Texas.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Why, it's like having somebody looking over your shoulder all the while. It makes man spooky. Well, sir, I choose to do my sinning where nobody don't know me.
Hello, Matt and Chester.
How are you, Doc?
Where you headed for, Doc?
No place, Matt. I'm just walking around.
Now, you see, Chester? See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Well, now, what's the matter with just walking around? Does a man have to be going someplace every minute? Anyway, you're a fine pair to be criticizing people. Sitting here like a couple of fat, horny toads in the sun.
Now, slow down, Doc. Slow down. You're burning up all your fuel.
Well, who's this fella? Which one of you men's Doc Adams?
I am.
Come on, I got a job for you.
Oh, is that so? Well, you don't look very sick, mister.
It ain't me, it's a man in camp.
Camp?
Couple of miles up the Arkansas. We're holding the trail herd there. What part of Texas you from, mister? We got 3,000 head of San Saba Longhorn. And it's been a plumb miserable drive all the way, and I ain't no temper to answer any more fool questions.
All right, then, don't
going,
answer.
Doc.
Now, hold up a minute there, young fella. Now, what's the matter with this man of yours?
You'll see when you get there.
Well, tell me now, else how will I know what to take?
Look, Doc, it wasn't my idea to come get you. Ken Talley made me come.
And who's Kin Tally?
The trail boss. Now, you ready to go?
Well, you tell me what's wrong with the man, and I'll go.
Doc.
What?
I think I'll ride out with you.
Who are you?
My name's Dillon.
Oh, you're the marshal here, ain't you?
That's right.
Well, we don't need no marshal out there.
Chester, go get our horses, huh? We'll ride out with Doc.
Yes, sir. I brought the doc, Ken.
How many doctors they got in Dodge anyway, Choke?
That's the doc there.
Well, who these other two?
My name's Matt Dillon, Sally. This is Chester Proudfoot.
How do you do, Mr. Dillon?
Dillon, huh? Well, I didn't send for you, Marshal.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Then what are you doing here?
That the sick man lying in the blanket over there by the fire?
You can get mounted and ride right back to Dodge, all three of you. We don't need Doc no more.
Oh, no, you don't, mister. If that man's sick, I'm going to take a look at him.
It's all right, Doc. Forget him.
Come on, Doc. Well, Doc?
He's dead, man. Mighty contagious disease, too.
Oh?
I found that when one man gets shot, it usually leads to somebody else getting shot sooner or later.
Who killed this man, Tully? How'd it happen?
I don't figure it's none of your business, Marshal, but since you're so nosy, I'll tell you. He shot himself.
That's a lie. He couldn't have shot himself.
Why not, Doc?
Because he was shot in the back. That's right.
You gonna tell me who did it, Tully?
No, Marshal. I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Tully, your man Choate here told us that you've had a hard drive up from the San Saba.
Hard. We fought Indians and thieving Kansas jayhawkers and bad weather and stampedes the whole way, Marshal. But we're still ready to fight Dodge City if we have to.
Well, you've been through a lot, Tully, and I know how edgy it's made you. All of you. But this man's been murdered, and I gotta have the murderer.
His name's Bud Cowan.
Whose name?
Him. There.
Who killed Bud Cowan?
It's no use, Marshal. I got 18 Texas cowboys here. Well, 17, and there ain't a one of them that'll talk.
Look, Tully, you're a responsible man, or you wouldn't be trail boss. Now, you know what the law means. You know what it's for.
Kansas law ain't for Texans, Marshal. We'll fight our own snakes.
I'm not a Kansas marshal. I'm a United States marshal, but the law's the same.
It don't matter. No Texan's gonna get hung in Kansas, leastwise not as long as I'm around. And there ain't a thing you can do about it, Marshal.
Yes, there is.
Like what?
Your men are kind of hankering to buck the tiger in Dodge, aren't they?
Of course they are. For 3 months, they ain't talked to nothing else.
So if they don't get to Dodge, they're going to be mighty unhappy. Maybe one or two of them will decide to talk.
Marshal, how are you going to keep 17 juiced-up Texas cowboys out of Dodge? They'll ride right over you.
No, I can't keep them out, Tully, but I can fix it so there won't be anything for them when they get there.
What do you mean?
I'll close Front Street. Every saloon, every gambling table, every store. I'll close them up tight.
You do that?
And if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't ask. Come on, Doc. Chester. You think it over, Tully.
What a pair. What a buy. King-size Chesterfield, now at the new low price, and Chesterfield Regular. They're the quality twins, the same highest quality, the same low nicotine. Either way you like them, you get the same wonderful taste and mildness, a refreshing smoke every time. Change to Chesterfield, America's most popular two-way cigarette. Yes, the Chesterfield you smoke today is the best cigarette ever made. What a pair. Chesterfield Regular, Chesterfield King Size. They satisfy millions. They're best for you.
It sure didn't take long for the word to get around, did it, Mr. Dillon?
Ken Tully followed us to town yesterday, Chester. He's smart enough to know how the businessmen would react.
You mean he come in here and told them all about it?
Yeah, of course he did.
Oh, hello, Marshal.
Hello, John. Well, here's the Dodge house, Chester. You better wait out here.
Okay, sir. Mr. Green said they'd be waiting for you right in the lobby.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you came, Marshal.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Green?
Quiet, gentlemen, please. I'll do the talking. Marshal Dillon. As you can see, most of Dodge's leading businessmen are present here. Mr. Tompkins, Mr. Jonas, Mr. Botkin, Mr. Teeters.
Yes, sir.
And I'm here as owner of the Dodge House. Marshal, you know why we're here as well as we do.
Because I told Ken Tully I'd close Front Street. Huh?
Exactly. And we won't stand for that, Marshal. We need that Texas money, and we're going to get it.
Gentlemen, a man was murdered out at that camp.
Oh, he was just some Texas cowboy, Marshal. The prosperity of Dodge is certainly more important than him. Don't you agree, gentlemen?
Why, certainly, Mr. Green. Absolutely.
Now, wait a minute. You mean that you so-called good citizens of Dodge are putting a few dollars above the value of the law? Even above the value of a human life?
Don't preach to us, Marshal Dillon. All the men you've killed.
Mr. Green, I never killed a man in my life except in the performance of duty or in self-defense.
All right. All right, that's not important.
We're wasting time, gentlemen. I'm hired to enforce the law, and I'm going to do it any way I see fit. Now, is that clear?
Well, then we'll complain about you, Marshal. We'll all write letters to Washington and have you fired.
You will, huh? Good. Fine, that's fine. And maybe I can get a little sleep for a change. Start walking around like an ordinary man instead of jumping at shadows thinking somebody's about to shoot me any minute. Yeah, go ahead. And maybe I can afford to have a few friends again. Instead of everybody looking at me sideways like I was some kind of a rattlesnake. Gentlemen, I might not have to kill anybody again as long as I live. Yeah, you go on. Write your letters. You'll be doing me a great big favor. Oh. And just one more thing. There's just about enough money in this job of mine to pay for my ammunition. But I'm still going to close up Front Street.
Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, what is it, Chester?
What'd you say to Mr. Green and them other men yesterday?
Huh? Why?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Well, I said the same thing that you'd say, Chester. At least I hope you would.
Oh, yes, of course I would. And I sure do thank you, Mr. Dillon. I'm mighty proud to have you say that.
But you don't know what I told him, Chester.
Oh, it don't matter. I trust you. You know what you're doing.
Well, thank you, Chester. I'm glad somebody thinks so.
Well, of course, I've seen you make mistakes sometimes. Well, I mean, nobody ain't perfect much. It's a simple thing for anybody.
Why don't you go on to the depot and pick up the mail, Chester?
Yes, sir, but I don't have that right. Santa Fe just come in over an hour ago.
Good morning, Marshal.
Well, Ken Tully.
Marshal, this here's Sam Peoples I brought with me.
Huh? Hello, Peoples.
Hello? Marshal, I done a lot of thinking the last day or so.
No?
Yes, sir. I've decided you're right about the law and all. So I went and brought Sam Peoples in.
You mean he killed that man, Brad Cowan?
He sure did. There's 5 cowboys that witnessed it, Marshal, including myself. All be glad to testify at the trials any time you say.
Is that right, Peoples? Did you kill Bud Cowan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what happened to your face? Fall off a horse or something?
Yes, sir. I come loose off in the Bronx yesterday.
Uh-huh. Okay, lock him up, Chester.
All right, sir. Everything all right now, Marshal?
Well, I'll let you answer that, Tally.
No hard feelings on my side. Just don't let him get away now. One murder is all I can produce for you. See you later, Marshal.
Well, come on, people. The cells is out back here.
Wait a minute, Chester.
Yes, sir.
Bring him back here. Huh?
Yes, sir. Come on, people.
Peoples, tell me something. Are you a Texan?
No, sir, I ain't, Marshal.
And what are you doing with that San Saba outfit?
I run into them when they was bringing their cattle across the Cimarron, sir. They hired me on just for grub. And I wanted to get to Dodge real bad.
Ah, I see. That bronc you fell off of yesterday, did he drop on your face?
Yes, sir. Well, sort of.
I'd sure like to see that horse.
You would?
Yeah. Be kind of interesting to see a horse that's got hooves like a man's fist.
Yes, sir.
There's not much you can do about this, is there?
No, sir, they're all going to swear I done it.
Do you know who did?
No, sir, I don't. I was out riding herd when it happened. And none of them fellers ever talked to me much, anyways.
Well, you're in a tough spot.
Yes, sir.
Unless I can find out who did kill Bud Cowan, you're going to have to stand trial. But I'll do what I can for you, if that happens.
Thank you, Marshal. I don't guess there's much anybody can do. All them fellers testifying.
Well, we'll see. Go get him something to eat, will you, Chester?
Yes,
I'll be out on the street. Ken Tully's men are going to be feeling free to do about anything from now on. I could picture Tully and his men when he got back to camp, laughing at how they'd put it over on me and the rest of Dodge. I figured Mr. Green and his businessmen had talked to Tally, but I was sure they didn't know Sam Peoples was an innocent man. And neither did they understand the kind of trouble that tampering with the law could lead to. For the Texans, the lid was off. They felt that they were running the town, that nothing could touch them. And all I could do was wait. So I went over to the Texas Trail and sat with Kitty for a while, watching the crowd.
I'm glad you're here, Matt. Otherwise, I'd have to be drinking at the bar with one of those beat-up cowboys.
Well, I hope I'm not costing you money, Kitty.
You are, but I won't start. Anyway, it's better than trying to grin back at those cowboys.
Well, those men have had a rough time coming up the trail, Kitty.
Nobody asked them to come.
No, I suppose not.
You know, Matt, I've worked in a lot of places, even the gold camps. Dodge is worse than any of them.
Oh, is that so? Why?
I don't know. Maybe the sun and the prairie take too much out of everybody. Seems like every man that comes to Dodge is out to get his own back somehow, even if he has to kill somebody to do it.
Well, I guess I follow you, Kitty.
All I'm saying is that maybe a hard life makes men kind of angry. They want to fight all the time.
Well, something sure makes them want to fight, or at least get drunk.
Look at him. Hey, who's that coming this way, Matt?
Huh?
There.
Now, that's Ken Tally, the San Saba trail boss.
Well, he sure looks like he wants to fight.
Yeah, maybe he does, Kitty. I will soon see.
We will return for the last act of Gunsmoke in just a moment.
Tomorrow afternoon, almost 100,000 cheering people will pack Cleveland's Municipal Stadium for that great annual baseball classic, the All-Star Game. I guess there isn't a fan in the country who wouldn't like to be there. And you folks who are going will notice towering above center field, the mammoth Chesterfield scoreboard. Now, if you visited the American League dugout tomorrow, you'd want to say hello to the Yankees' famous catcher, Yogi Berra. He's a Chesterfield smoker. Has been for 7 years. And as he puts it, they're mild and they taste great. Yogi likes the regular size. Across the field in the National League dugout, there's another man you'd want to meet. The fabulous Stan the Man Musial of the St. Louis Cards. It's Stan's 11th All-Star game in his 11th year with Chesterfield. Now, he likes a long smoke, so he buys Chesterfield king size. What a pair they are. Musial and Barra. And what a pair these are. Chesterfield king size at the new low price and Chesterfield regular. It's America's most popular two-way cigarette. Try Chesterfields yourself. They satisfy millions. They're best for you.
Evening, Marshal.
Hello, Tally.
You gonna introduce me to the lady?
Nobody has to introduce anybody here, mister. My name's Kitty.
Kitty, huh? Well, my name's Ken Tally. How about having a drink with me, Kitty?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You ain't busy.
You heard her, Tally. Go on back to the bar, huh?
You're sure something, ain't you, Marshal?
Why don't you get going?
Okay. Okay, I'll go. Sure I will.
Is he crazy or just drunk?
I don't know, Kitty.
Anyway, I'll bet he gets into trouble before the night's out.
Well, if he does, there's plenty of room in jail for him.
I take it you've already got a grudge against him.
Yeah, I sure have. But it's not on my account.
Huh? Whose?
An innocent little fella called Sam Peoples.
Sam Peoples?
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
Like a fight starting.
Yeah. You stay here, Kitty.
I'll be on the floor in a minute.
All right, hold it there. Hold it.
What's the trouble, Marshal?
You and this man settle your differences some other way, Choke. I won't have any gunplay here.
Gunplay? Well, we wasn't fighting, Marshal. Was we, Jim?
No. We was just haranguing each other, so.
Me and Jim always talk like that, Marshal. Don't we, man? Why, look at there, Marshal. Ken Tally's running off with the gal. Get in. Let's go outside and look at the moon.
Sure. And I'll rub the rest of this bottle around in your face when you get up.
All right, get out of the way, Kitty.
Gladly, Matt.
I fooled you, didn't I, Marshal?
Yeah. Yeah. You sort of fooled me. Tally.
Now, look at him, Marshal. That ain't no way to act. What's the matter with you, anyhow?
All right, shut up.
What? Marshal? There's 8 of us here. You think you can whip all of us?
No, I don't, Choke. Not 8 of you.
Well, then you're gonna get whipped. Come on, man.
Just stay where you are, all of you. I'd be a fool to mix in a brawl with all of you men. I don't aim to try it.
Looks like you ain't got much choice, Marshal. And we're gonna beat you about half to death.
No, you're not.
No? What's to stop us? Don't look like nobody in here's gonna help you out.
I'm carrying a gun, Choke.
Oh, that. That don't bother us none, Marshal. Does it, man? Yeah. See, Marshal? We don't care about your gun. There's too many of us.
Aren't you forgetting something, Choke?
What?
I don't wear this gun to kill snakes with the way you men do. I'll have bullets in at least 3 of you before you get off a shot. And you'll be the first.
What's the matter with you men? He's just bluffing. He's scared half to death right now.
Show. Don't be egging him on.
Then I'll fight him. I ain't so bad with a gun.
Don't try it, Choke.
You shoot me, the boys will take care of you.
Don't do it, Choke. I'm telling you.
What's a Kansas Marshal?
No. Well, who's next? Any more of you men want to die in this place? All right, then get out of here and get on back to camp. Move.
Sure is, Mr. Dillon. But he ain't singing very loud this morning.
How's your jaw, Telly?
Busted? Doc said you busted it on this side right here.
I'm sorry. I guess I must have lost my temper.
You sure did, Marshal. But the fight's out of me now. I'm plumb sober.
You heard about Gil Choate?
Chester told me. Choate shouldn't have gone up against you.
No, he shouldn't.
Well, now he's dead. It don't matter none, I guess.
What doesn't matter?
Choate's the man that killed Bud Cowan, Marshal. That's why I made him come to town for Doc, kind of punish him that way.
Oh?
Shot Cowan in the back. But I had to protect Choate anyway. You know how it is.
What about Sam Peoples, Telly?
Oh, him. Well, I'd wrote you a letter from Texas, Marshal, saying it was a lie. Anyway, I'm selling them cattle. I aim to be out of here in 2 days, Marshal.
Okay, Telly. Get going.
We can be friends now, can't we, Marshal?
You ever hear of a lawman with friends?
We must have a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. A couple. So long, Telly. I'll tell Sam Peoples that you didn't mean it.
Here is our star, William Conrad.
Thank you, George. You know, it's a wonderful cigarette we've been telling you about tonight. I mean, Chesterfield, of course. My cigarette. King size or regular, Chesterfields give you the taste and mildness you want every time you light up. So give them a try. They satisfy millions. You'll like them, too.
Gunsmoke, transcribed under the direction of Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were Harry Bartell, Vic Perrin, John Daner, and Lawrence Dobkin. Parley Bear as Chester, Howard McNear as Doc, and Georgia Ellis as Kitty. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke.
Filter tip smokers, this is it. L&M Filters. At last, a filter tip cigarette with much more flavor, much less nicotine. L&M's Miracle Tip contains alpha cellulose for effective filtration. It's the filter that counts, and L&M has the best. Yes, this is it. As Patricia Morrison puts it, L&M filters are just what the doctor ordered. Buy L&M filters, the light and mild smoke.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield, America's most popular two-way cigarette. What a pair. Chesterfield king size at the new low price. Chesterfield regular.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West,
there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
You know, I'd sure like to meet whoever's running the kitchen in this place.
Oh, why, Kitty?
A cook that can make antelope stew taste like prairie dog ought to be something to see.
Well, at least it's hot.
No, it isn't.
Well, mine is.
You forgetting you dumped half that bowl of chili peppers in yours?
Well, I've eaten here before, Kitty.
Hello, Marshal.
Hello, John.
You know what I'd do if I owned this place, Matt?
Tear it down?
No. Look, it's got tables and chairs and knives and forks and spoons. And out back, they got a kitchen all set up with a stove and everything.
So?
What's all here? I'd open a restaurant.
You're spoiled, Kitty. Dodge isn't St. Louis, you know.
St. Louis? I was there 6 months, 4 years ago.
Hello, Matt. Kitty.
How are you, Doc?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well, sit down, Doc. Sit down.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, well, what are you eating? Stew?
That's what they call it, Doc.
Ah. Well, I'll try a little anyway. Then I'm going to bed.
At noon?
I was up all night, Kitty, out at the Brandt place.
Mrs. Brandt have her baby?
Uh-huh, a boy. That's 5 I've delivered out there.
You know, it seems to me it's about time they gave you one.
Oh, no, gave me one. I've got enough trouble all by myself. But seriously, I'll tell you something, Matt. It's got so I'm afraid to be driving onto the prairie at all.
More Indians, Doc?
I ran into Sam Butler outside. He just drove in with his whole family and all his belongings loaded onto his wagon. Says he's quitting.
Oh, why?
Pawnees wiped out another family up near his place on the Smoky Hill River a couple of days ago.
That's the second raid in the last 2 weeks. No wonder he's scared.
Matt, he's telling everyone who will listen that it's a shameful thing for the law to be hiding out in Dodge while whole families are being slaughtered in the country.
He is, huh?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know.
You sit with Kitty, Doc. I'm going to have a talk with Sam Butler.
Sure.
See you later.
That stays out there and exposes his family to them murdering savages is plumb crazy. You can't fight a Pawnee war party all by yourself. We sure ain't getting no help from the law around here. We can die and rot for all the law cares.
Hello, Sam.
Well, where you been hiding, Marshal?
I hear the Pawnees made another raid up near you.
If you call shooting and scalping a man and his wife and their 2 boys a raid, those men never had a chance to fight, far as I see.
Men?
Well, boys, but they were coming on 14 or 15, old enough to handle a rifle. But they got caught outside and never even made the house. I seen them lying there with my own eyes, Marshal. And if you'd seen them, you'd be doing something about it instead of sitting around here and dying.
I'm not hired to fight Indians, Sam. That's the Army's job.
And you ought to be out helping the Army. Every lawman in the country ought to.
The Army doesn't need help. But there's something strange about those Pawnees.
What's strange about them? They killed white men before.
I'm sorry you're quitting, Sam. We need settlers out here.
Not dead ones, you don't.
No. No, not dead ones.
What a pair.
What a buy. They're talking about king-size Chesterfield at the new low price. And Chesterfield Regular. They're the quality twins. Either way you like them, you get the same highest quality, the same low nicotine, the same wonderful taste and mildness, a refreshing smoke every time. Yes, the Chesterfield you smoke today is the best cigarette ever made, and it's America's most popular two-way cigarette. So buy a carton today. King-size Chesterfield at the new low price. Or Chesterfield Regular. What a pair they are. They satisfy millions. They're best for you.
Chester and I left Dodge that afternoon, and toward evening the next day we ran across a troop of cavalry camped on the Smoky Hill River. It was commanded by an officer who was new to this part of the country, a Captain Starr. He was anxious to make a success of his first expedition, but so far he hadn't even seen an Indian. I decided to stay with him for a while, and I'm glad I did. The next afternoon, while we were on the march, his scouts reported another settler's cabin burned. The family killed. At my request, Captain Starr filed his troop out in patrols while he and Chester and I rode forward to the scene of the slaughter.
My scouts say these people haven't been dead very long, Marshal.
This morning, probably. At dawn, Captain.
Then those Indians can't be too far off.
No, but Indians have a way of disappearing.
There it is, Mr. Dillon. Burned right into the ground.
It's just like that last cabin. Their bodies scattered around out front.
Well, let's get up there.
Come on.
Ho, ho, ho. The whole family. Man and his wife and their boy.
Look over there. Against the water barrel.
Oh, my. It's a little girl. It's a little girl.
Oh, they scalped them, every one of them.
Even that little girl. They even scalped her.
At least they didn't torture them.
Did they torture the other families, Captain?
No, they didn't, Marshal. They shot them just like this and scalped them. Where are you going, Marshal? What is it?
Captain Starr, last night you told me this is your first tour of duty in Indian country.
That's right, Marshal.
I'll take a good look around here, Captain.
Well, I have.
All right. All three of these settler families were killed in the open, outside their cabins. Does that mean anything to you?
Those Pawnees are pretty tricky. I guess they really surprised them.
Yeah, they sure did. There are not many arrows around. If these people had had a chance to put up a fight, there'd be a lot of arrows.
They were shot, Marshal, with rifles.
Pawnees don't usually waste ammunition, Captain. There's a reason for it here, though.
Well, what reason?
Look at the ground. There are no tracks. Every sign of tracks have been dragged out with a blanket.
See,
You're right. I hadn't noticed that. Well, there's another thing you haven't noticed, or maybe you didn't know about.
Oh, what's that?
That boy there. How old would you say he was?
About the same age as the boys at the last place. Maybe 12, 13.
Oh, Captain, that's old enough to be a brave in a couple of years if he was a Pawnee.
What do you mean, if he was a Pawnee?
They usually keep a boy that age. They don't kill him. They take him and try to make a brave out of him.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
I know what he's driving at, Captain. You don't think it was Pawnees that done this. Ain't that right, Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, that's right.
But the Pawnees are the only tribe around here we know of, Marshal.
Captain, it's them tracks. Pawnees wouldn't hide their tracks.
No, they wouldn't.
What?
A man wearing moccasins doesn't care about his tracks, Captain. He's got nothing to hide.
Afraid I don't understand,
It
Marshal.
wasn't Pawnees that did this. It wasn't Indians at all. It was white men.
Marshal Dillon, it's impossible for me to believe white men could have done this.
Is it, Captain?
No white man would shoot that little girl over there and then scalp her.
Did you ever hear what Chivington did to the Cheyennes at Sand Creek? Kill and scalp 'em all, he said, big and little. Nits make lights.
Congress has repudiated that whole affair, Marshal.
Well, it still happened. And it was still white men that did it.
Oh. I suppose you're right.
Yeah, I'm right.
But why did they do it?
Horses. You see that corral out there? This man must have had 6 or 7 head of horses.
Yes, the other settlers did, too.
They stole the horses and probably whatever they could find in the cabins, and right now they're sitting around camp somewhere drinking coffee and laughing at all of us Indian hunters.
Well, I'll find them.
Now, it's a big country, Captain.
I got a troop of cavalry out there, Marshal, over 100 men.
All right, suppose you do find some riders with a bunch of horses. How are you going to know they're the men you're after?
Well, these horses are branded, aren't they?
With what brands?
I don't know, but they must be registered somewhere.
Maybe. But while you're out finding out all that, some other family's going to be slaughtered. There isn't time, Captain.
I didn't realize how new I am at this game, Marshal. What would you suggest?
Well, there used to be a corral about 5 miles upriver from here. If it's still standing, we'll bait it with a couple of dozen head of good cavalry horses. Then they'll come to us.
Good idea. I'll have my troop deployed and ready to move in.
No, it wouldn't work. You can't hide 100 men, Captain. You'll have to keep your cavalry clear away from there.
But how?
Chester and I'll be there. We'll wait for them.
Here's another load of green branches, Mr. Dillon.
I'll throw them on the fire, Chester. Let's have some more smoke, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, stand back, Chester.
Yes, sir.
Well, they ought to see that if they're anywhere this side of the Rocky Mountains.
They're sure to be scouting around, Mr. Dillon. They ain't stolen enough horses yet to leave the country.
Besides, they're feeling mighty safe. They'll come.
Mr. Dillon,
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
Oh, what's bothering you?
Well, sir, there's only 2 of us. And I'm wondering how many there are of them.
You want to go back and find the cavalry?
Oh, I'd feel a whole lot safer.
They'll go on, then.
You didn't answer my question, Mr. Dillon. How many do you think we're waiting for?
There's no way of telling, Chester.
Well, if there's a whole passel of them, how in the world are we going to take them?
I don't care how we take them.
You're pretty mad, ain't you?
Well, I can't get that little girl out of my mind.
sir, I know.
Now, look up.
Hmm?
Here comes somebody.
Hmm. He's all alone. Just some cowboy, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure it is. He's seen the smoke from our fire, and now he's wondering what that old corral's doing full of horses.
He might be scouting it for the others. Those men don't take many chances.
Well, how are we going to find out?
Well, maybe we won't till it's too late. Heat up some coffee for him, will you, Chester?
Yes, sir.
I think I'll have a cup of it, too, huh?
All right, sir.
Morning.
Oh, get on, stranger. We'll have some hot coffee up in a minute.
Let's try my horse here. Whew. Sure used some coffee. Had to make dry camp last night.
Oh? Well, you couldn't have been very far away. Why didn't you ride on down to the river here?
Tell you why, mister, I was lost. I rode till after dark, and I got lost.
Well, your horse could have found it for you.
Maybe my horse ain't smart as yours.
No offense. Sit down. Chester's bringing the coffee now.
I've been sitting all morning.
Here you are, mister.
Oh.
We ain't got no sugar.
You men are traveling pretty light, ain't you?
What do you mean? Here's your coffee.
Oh, thanks, Chester.
Mean all them horses. Mighty big remote and no wagon. Not much grub I can see.
We're driving those horses to Cheyenne. There's only two of us. We couldn't handle a wagon and the herd both.
Only two of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, mister, look, I'm drifting. Maybe you could use another hand.
Maybe. Where you from?
Dakota Territory. Name of Lee Stapp. I sure would like to see Cheyenne. I've never been there.
Well, why don't you ride up there alone? It'd be chasing a herd of horses all the way.
Well, I'm broke, mister. Wouldn't have much of a party in Cheyenne broke, would I?
No, I don't guess you would.
I'm a good hand. I work cheap. How about it?
You're a good hand, huh?
Of course I am.
Did you take a look at those horses we got?
Yeah, I sure did. I ain't never seen none better.
Well, they're good horses, and we take good care of them.
Well, okay. What's that got to do with hiring me?
Mister, I wouldn't hire you to herd sheep.
What?
You said you made dry camp last night. How come you tie your horse up without watering him while you stand here slopping up coffee?
Well, it's my horse, ain't it?
Sure. How's the coffee?
Coffee?
Is it any good?
Well, yeah, sure it is.
Well, then have some more of it.
Hey, what's that?
Chester.
Yes, sir.
Here, catch his gun. Got it. All right, now go get some rope. We'll tie him up while he's still out.
But, Mr. Dillon, you sure he ain't just a cowboy like he said?
I was pretty sure, Chester, but this made me real sure. It was sticking out of his pocket.
Oh, my. I'll get the rope, and we ought to hang him with it.
We will return for the last act of Gunsmoke in just a moment.
In regular or king size, you can get 'em either way. The best smoke ever made's the Chesterfield you buy today. Smokers coast to coast are changing, it's a cinch to do. Here's all you have to say to get the one that's best for you. Chesterfield's for me, Chesterfield's for me. You just say it's Chesterfield's for me.
Friends, for your vacation, take along plenty of Chesterfield. Buy 'em by the carton. Chesterfield king size at the new low price. Chesterfield regular. What a pair. They're the quality twins. The same highest quality. The same low nicotine. Either way you like them, they're best for you. Smoke Chesterfield. It's America's most popular two-way cigarette.
See anything yet, Chester?
Yes, sir. There's some dust about a mile away, Mr. Dillon.
Is it moving?
Right this way. I'd guess maybe a half dozen riders.
Your friends don't take many chances, do they,
They ain't friends of mine.
Well, I'll tell them that when they get here.
You better turn me loose, or else you ain't gonna tell nobody nothing.
You mean they won't like it? You're being all tied up that way?
You ain't got a chance, Marshal.
By golly, he's about right, Mr. Dillon. How are we going to fight 6 men?
You know, I've been thinking, Chester, we could use Stapp here as a hostage.
No, Marshal, don't do that.
I don't aim to, Stapp. They wouldn't care whether you die or not. Men like you don't have that kind of friends.
But we can't stand up to 6 men, Mr. Dillon. We wouldn't have a chance.
No, we wouldn't, Chester. I'm going to do something I never did before in my life.
What?
You'll see. But first, get a bandana and fix Stapp up so he can't talk.
That won't do you no good.
Shut up. And get on your feet.
Here's a bandana.
Here, I'll do it. All right, on your feet. Stay on your feet. Now, turn around. Get our rifles, Chester.
Yes, sir.
There. That'll keep you quiet, Stapp. All right, now walk.
Here's yours, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, thanks. You get on behind that log over there, Chester.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep Stapp here with me. All right, lie down, Stapp. And if you make any noise, I'll split your skull. Now, go on. Lie down. You okay, Chester?
Yes, sir, fine.
Keep the sun off your rifle. They're getting pretty close. Now, quiet.
Mr. Dillon?
What?
What are we going to do now? Fight it out from here?
Chester, I'd hate for either of us to get killed by men like them. When I start shooting, you start. Take whoever's on your side first and then work in.
Yes, sir. Surprise them, huh?
So they'll never know it. Shut up now. Here they come.
They must be over at the river. We'll get down and wait here for them. Maybe Stapp's done killed them already. We didn't hear no shooting, did we? I don't like this, Jake. Stapp should have been back a long time ago. Stapp knows what he's doing. Them sure fine horses, eh?
Now, Chester!
I give up. Don't shoot no more.
All right, throw away your guns. Now turn around and get your hands up in the air. Chester, come over here.
We killed 4 of them, Mr. Dillon. 4 of them.
Prod Stapp up and bring him up to the fire. I'll handle these 2. Well, you 2 stopped just in time. You can turn around now.
Who are you? What'd you ambush us for? Well, you went and killed 4 men.
I'm a U.S. Marshal, mister.
You're lying.
Am I?
What kind of marshal would ambush a bunch of men like that?
My kind.
I untied his bandana, Mr. Dillon. No reason he shouldn't talk now.
That was murder. That's what that was. That was plain murder.
Sure was. Even if he is a marshal, he'll hang for this. He never give us a chance.
You're right, mister. I didn't give you a chance. There were too many of you. Besides, I never knew any man that deserved a chance less than you.
What are you talking about? We ain't done nothing.
You haven't, huh? Well, I found this on your friend's Stapp, mister. Here. Take a good look at it.
Well, what's this? This ain't nothing, just a little yellow ribbon.
I burned the rest of it.
You blasted fool, Stap.
I didn't get nothing else. It was just kind of a souvenir.
I told you to get rid of everything.
Stapp, I'm sorry you came in alone. I wish you'd been with the others. But I'll see you hanged. All three of you. And it's that little girl's yellow hair ribbon that's gonna hang you.
L&M goes king size. Yes, L&M goes king size. Now, L&M is king size as well as regular. Both have the same low price. Both have the miracle tip for the effective filtration you need. Yes, it's the filter that counts, and L&M has the best. You get much more flavor, much less nicotine, a light and mild smoke. Yes, this is it. L&M filters, just what the doctor ordered. Buy a carton, king size or regular, both at the same low price. L&M filters, America's highest quality and best filter tips. Chesterfield will bring you another transcribed story of the Western frontier on Gunsmoke. This is the CBS Radio Network.